Hello, my friends. It is officially time. We are going to make the Stasis Rifle. We have all the components. We just need to put it together. So, really quickly, I'm going to grab all these components, and the Stasis Rifle is going to change our status in the game, actually. It looks like we need just a little bit more copper. So, we're going to make the scanner room search for copper, and this is really cool because we're already out of the building, and if we take a look around, it already has one highlighted for us. So I'm going to cut really quickly to us getting back into the base, and we will build the Stasis Rifle. So after collecting a few materials, we are back, and let's play this. Okay then, so those warpers, the purple guys that keep warping in and out, are definitely dangerous. And then here we go. We just gotta put together the last couple of pieces, and let's see what let's play this message while we're putting together the last pieces.
4. We've landed close to the Aurora. Flotation device is active, but we've got some big old fish in the water with us, and I don't know how long we're gonna last. We're close to the crash site, so bring radiation protection. 4 out.
You gotta love my computer for sending a notification while I'm recording. Yeah, that got caught in the recording, and I have no way of editing that out because the guy was talking. So, we've got to go find that life pod, but we don't have a location for it. Now, the Stasis Rifle, it helps us a lot in the fact that we can now take on some of those predators and stop them from hurting us. This is a good thing.
Crash landed in the acid swamps of Boreal 9, fought off arachnid kidney poachers, and hijacked a tame Star War. If he can do all that, you can survive one more day.
Survive one more day. So on the map, we are going to that location where we will find life pod number 2. This will be, I think, the CTO's life pod. Obviously, everybody's already dead because even the the warpers just indicated that we are the only ones they are looking for. Everybody else has been eliminated. So, yeah, I guess that's going to suck. And here's an interesting theme that we're going to start running into. I think we have most of the techs in the game. So, wrecks now that we find, I'm still going to try to investigate them, and I'll probably keep them on screen. But the wrecks are just not going to push us very much further forward into the game, technology-wise. So, I'm still going to see if there is a few technologies we haven't picked up, like here's Moonpool, or not the Moonpool, but the scanner room bit. You know, we'll be able to use some of it to get titanium. But the Stasis Rifle gives us an interestingly new advantage. We now have the ability to take on the predators. And what the Stasis Rifle does is it creates a bubble of freezing time around an object that it hits. So you launch this charged piece of time at a fish, for example, or a predator, and it will stop them for about 20-ish seconds, whereupon we can use our survival knife and actually hack and slash at them, and I will show you that later. We are going to take on one of my worst nightmares. But in the meantime, I wanted to kind of do this at normal speed. This is the blood kelp zone. And of all the creepy yet beautiful and elegant locations, the blood kelp zone is one of the better ones. And it looks way better with the headlights off, so you'll see me turn off the headlights from time to time just because the light that these things produce definitely makes for a better effect. So I'm going to collect some resources as we get closer to the life pod, and then I'm going to show you one of the alien, I guess it's like a repository, or, they call it a sanctuary. One of the alien sanctuaries, and we will collect a second alien sanctuary before the end of the game, or before the end of the video today. So let's just grab a few things. And so the blood kelp zone, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that. We have these red bulbs on the side of these plants. this is actually a usable oil that we will need for doing various further upgrades to things. And so I'm going to grab a couple of these, and it unlocked instantly some recipes that we had available to us, but it didn't have them in the list until we pick up the necessary parts. So we have 2 of those. We're going to plant those and multiply them as we need them. And we will also... Oh, here it is. We're at the crash... Not the crash site, but the life pod. And this is a very dark area. You can see that life pod has no useful light around it. So we'll leave the headlights on. Little technology. Hey, a Cyclops depth module. That's going to be useful, since we will need the Cyclops to go deeper than it probably starts off with. But now, I'm going to speed this up just for a second because I actually got lost down here, which is a common thing. Like, not having a minimap or anything, you do tend to get turned around and head in the wrong direction. But what I'm looking for is one of those alien pylons, and there's one nearby the life pod on the crest of one of the hills. And so that's what I was looking for. We're in here, and I just went off in random directions. Almost got attacked by the... Well, I guess I kind of got attacked by the shocky fish there. But as I finally get my bearings and we figure this out, you'll see that the pylon is on top of the hill, and we turn it on by just getting close to it, which really makes it hard to see. You can see that pylon really does camouflage itself until it turns on. You're like, oh my gosh. Now you get to this area where you don't see any more pylons, and then you hit right here. There is actually one right below us now, but this cave is what we're looking for because, hey, there's the alien sanctuary. Now, not sanctuary as in they're safe here. This is more of a database of knowledge for them. So we use one of these purple tablets. And luckily we scanned the purple tablets before we used them, because we have them in the recipe list to be able to make more, and we will need to make more. And in order to make more, we need the green cubes. So this is kind of a good build-on part, which it explains why we keep getting these green cubes. And of course, my inventory's full. So let's come on, grab that one, and I'm gonna have to throw away more stuff before we get back to the base. Anywho, let's take a look at this. We've got a new record. There's the image from the transmission of Life Pod 4, which we'll have to go find, and it's the only other life pod that stayed on the surface. Come on. So let's listen to the CTO.
Flotation devices failed.
We're flooding. Evacuate.
Wait. I can reconfigure the O2 system to act as a bilge pump.
It's working.
Okay, good news. We're alive and we've stopped sinking.
Bad?
The oxygen's going to run out in 30 minutes and we're 500 meters down.
What do we do?
We'll have to use the remaining juice to send a distress call and build whatever gear we can. Then we find a way to the surface.
And she meant to say surface. But, yeah, again, the audio's getting... Am I off center? Hold on. I gotta get out. Apparently this is a new glitch that we're gonna have to deal with. I'm kind of off center. That's so weird. It seems like there's glitches all over the place. But there's good news about the glitches. Well, sort of. Well, not exactly good news. Ooh, we need this. This is like the acid shrooms up on the surface, but these are deep shrooms, which are used, again, for further later technology. There's a few more things that we have to go deeper for. But we're getting some of the last technologies, or last bits of stuff that we need before we can... Oh my gosh, that was a ghost leviathan right above us. That's creepy. Not gonna lie, those could definitely kill us pretty easily. They can eat us whole. So, the glitches are potentially going to get fixed, I don't know, semi-permanently? But, okay, I just showed you Life Pod 2, and this big entryway to this tunnel is one of the main entrances to the Lost River, which is a later segment. And, hey, I see one of our targets. Let's see if we can get him. But I've heard rumors that the devs of Subnautica are working on changing the engine over to Unreal Engine, which will dramatically... Did he just clip into the wall and hide from us? That's just downright rude. But if they convert Subnautica over into the Unreal Engine, everything will get better. It's likely they will keep a lot of the textures of everything that we see around us. Hello, fish. You wanted to eat me. Interesting. Or at least bite. It's likely they'll keep all the same textures and artistry as it is, but at least the gameplay will be a lot more finite, well, better locked down and not have as many glitches. Because I noticed today while I was recording, this was definitely my most glitchy day with the puddle jumper, because it seemed like every couple of times I jumped in, I was looking off to the right, only the right oddly enough, and yeah, that's just totally weird to me. I don't quite get that one. But yeah, we'll just have to deal with it. So let's work our way back to, because we lost the one crab, and let's work our way back to the base, and let's see here. There's a few more things. Ooh, guess what? We found another crab. Let's attract his attention, and let's... Ooh, he saw us. He definitely used his EMP. And yeah, let's attack this guy. Or let him attack us, I guess. Okay. Oh. Look at this. It holds him still. Now, if we do a full charge, we get more time. So it's like 5 seconds for the small charge, and then it increases up to the 30 seconds. And that's... Look, another glitch. I was trying to scan him, because, you know, might as well take advantage of it. But, you know, that's not working right now. Let's scan him after we take him out. Okay, this takes a while. But finally, we deal the death strike with our puny little survival knife. And he is dead. Which is really weird, because as soon as he dies, he, like... you can see the stasis bubble is still there, and he's just like, I'm no longer stuck by the stasis bubble. I am dead. Yeah. So we finally got to scan him, and he didn't eat our face. Isn't that awesome? So he will just sink down to the ground and just disappear. And as far as I know, I think there are a few eggs, but I don't think those eggs... It's possible those eggs don't hatch. So I'm going to turn off the life pod too. Oh my gosh, I'm turned again. Get out, get back in. Hey, wash, rinse, and repeat. At least we can fix that bug pretty easily. So we are at the edge of the beautiful mushroom biome right now. And I almost decided to go back into the dunes area. No, we're going back into the dunes area. Let's make sure we're full power. This dunes area is right over, let's see here on the map. So this area, we're headed to that kind of round circle crater, and this is really cool. It is an actual crater. Like, right here is the meteor that hit this area. It's like, this is not part of the original caldera of the, what do you call it, volcano that built this whole area. That is an addition that was created by a meteor strike. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So right here we see a little green light, and just so you know, if you can't hear it, we have Reaper Leviathans. Like, I think there's 2 of them above us right now. So I'm going to park the Seamoth inside the cave so we can't lose the Seamoth. And we'll use one more purple tablet. That's my last one that I've actually picked up, so we'll have to make a couple in order for the future. So you can see the difference with the acid shroom. They were kind of bluish. And why is there a predator in here? That is so weird, random. Let's see here. Stasis rifle. Yes! Haha. Hold still, dude. Let's make sure you don't eat our face while we're here. Although he's kind of like a passive-aggressive predator, because he doesn't directly try to go after you. He just is wild. He's like all over the place. And we got another bit of data. This is another sanctuary, and you know, you gotta use a tablet to get in, so you can pick and choose on your concepts there. There are a few more of these sanctuaries that we can visit, and I don't know yet if we will, but we'll see. Reaper Leviathan. The anxiety right now for me to get out of here is very high. We need to dodge a Reaper Leviathan, but I do not see him anywhere. Like, I literally feel like a prey right now, because even with the stasis rifle, he is still pretty dangerous. Like, the stasis rifle will hold him still, but then we need to hightail it out of there because it's a gazillion slashes with the non-heat blade knife to kill him. You can kill him with the heat blade. You can kill him a little bit easier if you have, say, the prawn suit with the mining attachment. And you know what? That gives me an idea for the future. Maybe we'll do that. So let's just zip back to the base. Zip. Wow, we're back already. I mean, the power of cutting. It's wonderful. So, let's go plant these plants, get them out of our inventory, and that'll actually, as long as we're careful, give us more of a unlimited supply of what we're looking for. So get the acid, or not the deep shroom in there, and we got some blood kelp in there. We'll go put the other one away because there's not really a point in having 2 of these plants because you can pick up 3 or 4 each time. Oh, let's see here. What was I looking for? We need to... So it's a good thought. I should probably try to work on getting my inventory whittled down. But we need to replace our purple tablet. And it looks like we need just a few diamonds. And we already have the green cubes in our inventory, so let's drop these off. Did I forget? There we go. Purple tablet. Look at that. We can build alien technology on our Earth-like technology. That's pretty cool. So, let's see. We have the ability to make glass. We actually got 2 pieces. Ooh, you know what we need to do? We need to finish. Finish and build the Cyclops. But we're definitely going to be short. Oh, look at that. We could make a storage module. Oh, maybe we should do that. Yeah, but let's build the Cyclops. We've got 2. Well, we don't have them as the pay steel ingots. They're just titanium ingots right now. But we've got 2 of them. We should be able to build the 3rd one. And I just grabbed the stuff for the glass and put that together. Let's put it all in here. We need to get an advanced wiring kit, and we need lithium. Oh boy, do we need lithium. And what was really funny was I went to the storage room, not storage room, but the scanner room, and it didn't show lithium on there, even though there is at least 1 piece in range right now. That's funny. So let's go and pull. Let's get everything organized. See how close we can get. We can build the chip. So let's go collect all the pieces for. Yeah, that's nice to get out. Got the lubricant into the box. We need to build the chip, which means we need some gold, some table coral, and we need a copper wire. And I think this should be easy peasy. Got the copper wire, build the chip, build the advanced wiring kit. So we're almost done. We just need to turn the titanium ingots into pay steel ingots. Before we go to the mushrooms area, let's upgrade the range of our scanner room. So I looked up the recipe. We needed some magnetite and a few other pieces. So let's just build, and copper. So let's just build 3 of these. Typically I'll do 3 and then a speed one, but we're just going to improve the distance. And watch very carefully when I add these and then look at the map. It just, boom, it's that much bigger. So now we can see way further with the scanner room, and yet it still doesn't show lithium as being found yet. So it's still scanning for things in the new area, and apparently that means that we don't have lithium. But check this out. These things got dragged away by the stalkers, and this one is actually clipped into the ground. That would have been really funny to have left this here and just kept swimming into the ground, but let's bring it back and just plug it back in here. I turned off the beacons for these because the stalkers carried them away because they're shiny. And yeah, there we go. We got one of them back. I could get the other one if I wanted to, but I'm not going to worry about it. And yeah, no lithium. So we are going to have to go to the jelly shroom caves. Pause quickly if you want to collect some of the information. And just as a reminder, we need shale outcrops for finding lithium. So back into the jelly shroom caves, where, oddly enough, the jelly shroom caves are very, very populated with shale outcrops. So we will pick up as many shale out. Well, we'll pick on as many shale outcrops as we can find, and mostly we find just more diamonds and gold. But obviously the lithium is our most valuable asset. I'm counting up right now and just looking for the minimum. I want 5 lithium because we have 1 in storage in the base, and just digging for 5. In the meantime, I'm also picking on more magnetite because, might as well be safe. Especially since we're about to build the Cyclops, we can start storing stuff in a mobile base shortly after that. The Cyclops being the mobile base. In the interest of not making this go too long, let's just cut back to the base. We have plenty of materials at this point. And just as a reminder, I am keeping true to my word. I still have not had to respawn in this game. I'm super excited about that because this really is the longest I've played this game without respawning. Usually I end up doing something stupid that gets me killed, but, while I was doing the exploring, I ran out of space again, and I used one of the med packs because, it was an easy way to get it out of my inventory, and I was able to pick up more stuff. It was great. So, I have had to use med packs. I probably would have had to respawn at least once by now if I hadn't used med packs, but keeping them around is nice. So, we've healed, but we have not respawned. So we have all the pieces in our inventory. But, of course, I forgot to grab the last lithium here, and now we have every piece to the Cyclops. Which, actually, for this big of a machine, I'm pretty surprised it only takes a small smattering of equipment. So, let's go to the mobile vehicle bay. Let's see here. Should we take the... Nah, we'll leave the CMOS. I mean, the puddle jumper here. Okay, where did I put that mobile vehicle bay? If this was a real world, this thing would have gotten blown a long ways away. And, oops, I picked it up. Apparently, I forgot to mention that if you are looking at the front of it, you will pick it up. So let's place this again. And I think location will not hurt the Cyclops upon being built. But check this out. Here we go. Behold. Oh, these little 3D printers just putting it together. It's actually, I heard rumors that this is more of a nanite system. So what it is we just disintegrated everything we gave the computer, and I really chose a bad viewing angle for this. I should just stayed on the mobile vehicle bay. But it turns everything into nanite-based stuff, and then those robots place the nanites across, and behold, the Cyclops. Ooh, it's got a different voice. It's so nice. So, the Cyclops, you have to turn on the engine in order to make it move. It's kind of cool. Fun little mechanic. But if you leave the engine on, it will drain power. So, owing to the fact that you are currently limited on power, you definitely want to make sure that you turn this off when you are not using it. And without getting some things ready, I don't particularly want to go running around the map with this yet. But parking it just outside our base would be a good place to get everything ready. So, let's see here. You know what? We will place as a placeholder a picture frame. Yes, so we need this. And we will pull out, let's see, where's the picture frame? It's in... No, obviously it's going to be in the last menu I go to. There we go. So, I like putting the picture frame right as far forward as I can. What I'm going to do with that is going to be a surprise, so we'll talk about it later. But for right now, let's turn this submarine into our iconic color that I like to use, which is the color that I use for my general theme. And let's name this boat. And I think the Nautilus would be a good name for it, because it is our first submarine. And the Nautilus, oddly enough, was the very first nuclear submarine that was created, and the United States built the prototype submarine called the Nautilus. It was great. So we have our power, we have our location for our mods, we can have up to 6 mods, and we've got some more power, and here's where our mods are, which there's only 5. So why do we have 6? I don't know. It's probably because depth modules? Oh, yeah, I don't know. But this one right here, I really want. This is how we can keep the Cyclops, or the Nautilus, charged. You just park it by any heat source, and we're good to go. This sonar will be very valuable as we get into some really dark areas. And then we need the shield. Basically, the top 4 items. We really need every single one of those because, yeah, we're gonna be desperate for them. I think, oh yeah, that's right. There's also a battery efficiency technology that we need to find, which will make it so that we're not using up as much energy to move the Nautilus around. There's this area over here that we can put wall lockers on, and so much that we can build in here. And that's the bottom of the bay where we can park either the sea prawn or the puddle jumper. And we've got a few wall lockers built into the bottom of the sub. And yeah, let's go back and I'll show you how we can dock the puddle jumper into the Nautilus. So check it out. All you gotta do, I mean, luckily there's no other like controls or commands you have to know. You just have to approach. It opens it, and it also slammed shut the 2 bulkhead doors on either end of that hall. And then it just pulls us up. And I don't know why it doesn't show like a water draining effect, but there it is. And because the bay doors are closed, we could open up those doors, the bulkhead doors, and walk through there again. And then just same thing for launch. It will slam those doors shut automatically if they are open, which is nice, so you're not flooding your sub. So while we were taking a look at the upgrades for the Nautilus, we needed to get some various chemicals that are now new to us. So let's go see if we can harvest some of this stuff. We need to harvest. You can slash. Well, we've never scanned this. Okay, let's scan. But if you use your knife, you can slash it and harvest seeds off it. So you can get a seed from it. Now, the deep shroom, it harvests everything. So we don't even have deep shrooms available to us right now. But we needed the seeds more than anything. And it looks like we need to just collect the blood kelp rather than slash at it. So what I will probably do is set up additional grow beds later on. But for right now, let's see how many times we can slash this before it entirely destroys it. So if we slash it twice and then collect it, we will get one of those arrow pods, or which we can make arrow gel out of. So here's blood kelp, and it just stays here. The tree is constantly going to create more of these blood oils for us, and I almost sounded like boils. That's funny. But the deep shroom, we have to wait for it to grow. And what we're going to do is we're going to grab the third one from storage, and we made our first piece that we will need for that thermal recharger generator. And there it is. There's our Nautilus. Oh, it's so cool. And now that this area has been able to scan, we now can see lithium. So let's go get... Oh, wait. I got an idea. Let's pull out some of... This one's empty, so let's pull this one out. And let's... Yeah, let's take the fabricator with us. Or the modification station with us. And go to the Nautilus and put these in here. This is a good proof of concept for the fact that you can turn the Nautilus into your own base of operations. For the most part. There's a few things that you would need outside of it. So let's put down our locker that we just picked up. And click on that. And I try to get as close as I can to the outer wall so that I'm not blocking off anything and so that I have more space. So right about there should do it. And then there we go. We have more space, or more storage space inside the Nautilus. This is great. And we don't need that for right now, so we'll stick that in there. And let's get the modification station placed. And let's be... when I placed this the first time, I was like, no, can't really get through there. Let's find a different place for it. And I tried to find a few other places for it. And I wasn't very happy with it. And I'm like, no, I don't want it in the control room. Let's just place it right over there. Yeah, it's off to the side. It's not going to block us. Not going to make it hard to walk around. Now, let's go get the lithium. Okay.
All systems
again,
online.
the scanner room with the HUD upgrade, you have to get that, is awesome, because now we can just go seek straight to the lithium, don't have to go guessing, and we're able to pick up those resources. It does take time to find everything, which is a good mechanic for that the devs put in. It's not instantaneous. Making it so that you have the challenge of, you might go past the resource and it hasn't been highlighted yet. That's kind of cool, though. You know, after you have collected to your fancy all the resources you want, it is important for you to make sure that you take the time to turn off your scanner, because the scanner is going to burn up power really fast. So if nighttime comes around, you might run out of power in your base, thereby not creating more oxygen, and you'd have to go to the surface or whatnot. So this is one of the fascinating things. Once you get plants, you're going to want to collect those plants quite often, or harvest them or take care of them. Just in general, you need to make sure that you're not just leaving them out in the cold water. You know what I mean. You're not just leaving them, because if you want to be able to collect more of them, you need to be like rotating them, just like I'm doing right now. So, and then I can slash. I slashed and collected, but I'll slash this one a second time and then collect it. Why didn't I collect it? Oh, I was out of inventory. So then I could collect it. This makes it so with at least those arrow sacks we can, or the gel sacks, we can make sure that we always have more than we are using. Which in turn makes it so you don't have to keep going back to harvest it from the wild. You know, it balances out. So I have one too few deep shrooms in order to make the other part of the depth module. So you know what? Let's just call it a day here. Guys, it's been fun. We'll see you next time. Bye!